The war between Ukraine and Russia has been going on for 1,096 days. The scale of the conflict has steadily increased. Today, we are going to the Donetsk region, one of the most violent places of the war. This is where the fiercest drone wars are fought. You may be a little surprised by these interesting images. 3 Russian soldiers were filmed trying to navigate this rough terrain on a scooter. And they weren't even using them. But before long, they became the target of FPV drones. I think they were planning to take them on a straight road and leave. And all that's left are these strange images. An escaped Russian soldier is detected by reconnaissance drones. The abandoned building he used as a hideout is destroyed in seconds by a kamikaze attack. A few kilometers from the same area, ruins where Russian soldiers were hiding are being destroyed. These ruined houses have now become shelters for Russian soldiers. The high mobility of the drones and the effective explosives they carry completely destroy these buildings and houses. Operations against all these bunkers have been ongoing for months. The soldier trying to repair the armored vehicle is unaware that he is being watched. The attack drone moves in when the moment is right. When the soldier gets into the vehicle, the drone enters through the open back of the vehicle and detonates itself. These soldiers dug tunnels and built bunkers with very small entrances and underground. But this is still not enough to survive. Even though it's a very good bunker, it has enough access for drones. In fact, according to recent reports, drone strikes have led to the death of dozens of Ukrainian soldiers. The stealth and speed of these drones make it increasingly difficult for soldiers to defend themselves against such attacks. The precise targeting capability of drones means that the strikes are often fatal, with limited time for any countermeasures. These images belong to Russia this time. Ukrainian forces wanted to enter the region with a shock attack. In fact, all preparations were made for this. Azov troops and K2 would carry out a surprise attack by working simultaneously. They even set off in the dark for this. But the FPV drones of the Russians noticed the vehicles coming towards them with their night vision cameras. Russian drones destroyed around 10 vehicles in a few hours. While this counterattack of Ukraine failed, Ukrainian bunkers were also destroyed by drones. At the start of the war, Russia underestimated the role of drones in modern warfare. While Ukraine quickly adapted by using drones for reconnaissance, precision strikes, and psychological warfare, Russia was slow to integrate drone technology into its military strategy. Now, Russia is trying to catch up by increasing drone production, purchasing drones from Iran, and deploying new electronic warfare systems to counter Ukrainian drone strikes. However, Ukraine's head start in drone warfare has given it a lasting advantage on the battlefield. Ukrainian 8th Special Purpose Regiment drone operators show some highlights of their recent work in the Kharkiv-Kursk border region. It was reported that they had destroyed more than 50 Russian armored vehicles and various other vehicles in 6 months in attacks carried out by them alone. This incredible figure shows the critical importance of drones in warfare. For Ukraine, drones have played a crucial role in evening the playing field against a larger, more well-equipped Russian military. Ukraine has used drones to attack Russian supply chains, logistics hubs, and military command centers, disrupting Russia's ability to operate efficiently. These attacks have forced Russia to adapt and rethink its strategies, often underestimating the power of Ukrainian drones. On the Russian side, drones have allowed for more aggressive and widespread attacks, particularly in regions where troops may be less protected. The ability to launch airstrikes with little warning and from a safe distance has proven to be a game-changer. Russian forces have also used drones to target critical infrastructure, further destabilizing Ukraine's defense capabilities. The sheer speed and volume of drone strikes have made traditional warfare tactics less effective. Artillery and ground assaults are now often preceded by drone reconnaissance, which allows both sides to adapt quickly and strike when the time is right. In addition, drones have been used for psychological warfare, creating constant fear among soldiers and civilians alike, who must live under the threat of sudden attacks from the sky. As the war continues, drones are likely to play an even more prominent role. The ongoing arms race between Ukraine and Russia in drone technology will only escalate, potentially shaping the future of warfare for decades to come. In this footage, 3 Russian soldiers pin down a Ukrainian soldier. The Ukrainian soldier immediately realizes the situation and opens fire. He manages to neutralize one of the soldiers, but 2 Russian soldiers enter the harbor behind him. All these moments are monitored by a drone camera. Soon, drone support arrives. FPV drone neutralizes 2 Russian soldiers. Since its introduction to the battlefield, Himars has become one of Ukraine's most effective weapons against Russian forces. This highly mobile rocket artillery system allows Ukraine to strike with precision, speed, and devastating power. By targeting Russian ammo depots, command centers, and supply routes, Himars has disrupted logistics and forced Russian troops to retreat from key positions. The destruction of bridges and infrastructure, like the Antonivsky Bridge, has further crippled Russia's ability to move reinforcements and supplies. In response, Russia has tried using decoys, jamming technology, and improved air defenses, but none have fully stopped the impact of Himars. Each strike weakens Russian forces, making it harder for them to hold territory. As Ukraine continues to receive longer-range missiles, Himars remains a game-changer, keeping Russian forces under constant pressure and shaping the outcome of the war. Ukraine's 109th Territorial Defense Brigade, Muramasa, chased down a Russian Strela-10 air defense system using an FPV strike drone, avoiding rifle fire from soldiers riding on top and landing a hit that causes missiles to cook off. The Strela-10 is a Soviet-era short-range air defense system designed to target low-flying aircraft, helicopters, and drones. Mounted on a tracked armored vehicle, it provides mobile protection for ground forces against aerial threats. Equipped with infrared-guided missiles, the system can lock onto the heat signatures of enemy aircraft, making it effective against slow-moving aerial targets. It has a maximum range of 5 kilometers and can engage targets flying at altitudes up to 3,500 meters. There are talks that the war will end. When I came to power, Trump said he would end the war in a few days. But he couldn't do it. It seems that the war will continue to be in these lands for a while. Thank you for watching us in the hope of peace.